What a lucky cat. He's got a whole playground, a whole jungle gym.
So my name is Hong Yi Lee. You can call me MT. It's basically very easy to remember. Stand for multi-talented or yeah. So
Yeah.
people know me as MT. So
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, yeah. Looking at your website and all the things that you do and your Instagram, you definitely are multi-talented, I think. I think that's appropriate.
thank you. You
Um,
mean the UI UX website? I recently also make another website. I'm making custom in-ear monitors. So the bands wear their in-ear monitors. So I also make that. I make a new website for that.
I think I saw that on your Instagram. Is that what you were posting on your Instagram lately?
Lately I didn't post a lot of things, but I do have a lot of projects. So the website that linked to my Instagram is actually my UI UX, like my professional website. I
Hmm.
also have a lot of hobbies like sim racing, right? And
Yeah.
also collecting Hot Wheels and making like headphones. I have tons of headphones right here. Studio, like all this kind of hobby. So I basically find out I need a um more reliable studio table in some sort. So I can share my screen with you, right?
Yeah.
The
Let
host
me
disable, you disable the function.
I know.
You
I've
give
got
me
to
the
always remember that. Um, okay. There you go,
all
MT.
right. So
Share.
I prepare some picture for you.
Oh,
So
thank you.
this one is like back I don't know how long ago, but this is my workspace. I am a UI UX designer. I have my personal computer, like the PC, and also the work laptop. So this is the small card that I use for quite a long time, and I found out it's really portable. Like I can move this around my apartment, but um, I don't think the design is quite thought through because my leg have no place to go. And it's just too small for me. Especially I'm doing a lot of like RC repair, or I have a big 1 to 16 RC car that it can like drift, it can do downless things like that. So I need a bigger space, right? And I found out there's some workspace, like the working table, the studio table. Online it costs a lot of money. Some very sturdy one costs about $1,000, things like that. So at that point, I'm thinking, okay, can I just build my own the table that just belongs to me, that holds all my tools and maybe how my like couple monitor setup and things like that. And I just watch all the YouTube, like how they make a working station, or maybe how they build the very sturdy table, but also with wheels. Like I can move it around. I can maybe change my setup later, things like that. So I watched a video about maker pipe, like you did a maker pipe video almost every week, right? So I watched that and I just decided to put a trigger. I not only ordered for myself, I also ordered for my parents. Um, so that's how it goes.
Do you
Because
remember
my
which
my
video it
dad also
was?
loved building. Yeah.
That's really cool and nice of you. Do you remember which video you saw?
I think the one with the go kart.
Uh,
Uh, so I forgot the name, but I'm pretty sure you can link to the description below, things like that. Okay. So
sure, yeah, that's been one of the more popular videos that we've done, and really cool build. Um,
yeah,
and a lot of
so
people have
this one,
found us through that.
yeah, I'm really glad I found that. And this one is the the second kind of variation of my workspace, right? I basically extend the table with uh with this kind of like um how you call that? Like if you don't use it, you can just pop it down, right? If you
Sure,
use it, you pop it up.
like a
I
flip up
basically
section,
yeah, I
yeah.
double the space, but it's still not the ideal one. You can see my power, my secondary power right here, my PC right here. So my foot have no way to go, and also this part actually block my foot. So I find it really um really need to change because my back also have some pain and things like that building up.
Mm.
Yeah, I also purchased a Herman chair, trying to solve the problem. It doesn't help because my leg has nothing, no place to go.
Oh,
So
wow. And I bet that wasn't inexpensive either.
yeah. So I try a lot of solution. I actually changed a lot of that setup. So I decided to when I ordered the maker pipe, I also go to the local Home Depot like multiple times to buy their conduit because a lot of them actually went out of the stocks during this pandemic. Um, so I bought a lot of things, the park board accessories, the park board, the shell, things like that. Um,
So
this is my first build.
at your local Home Depot, the conduit was out of stock for a while, right?
Yeah, but a lot of them is the longer version that I don't have a car right now. I just rent the zip card, so it's relatively small one. So I only ordered 1.5 meter. I don't know how to
Yeah, the
translate
5
that.
foot is the smaller one versus the
Yeah,
full length is the
I
10
can
foot.
only order the 5 foot. So
Ah,
but I tried to order 10 of them together. So I got a small discount on that. But
yep.
more than 10 is like a buck, right?
Right,
Okay.
that's that
So this is my first
contractor
build.
discount. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. This is my first build. This is what I'm picturing in my mind for like weeks. Um, so this is just a really big table with really um hard heavy duty desktop like the tabletop, right?
Mhm.
And with the mat, so I can do some cutting on it and doesn't damage the wood. Okay, and I also need a studio light. As you can see in this picture, there's not much light going on, right? Because this apartment is rental. There's I don't own any um floor lamp at the moment. So I
Mm.
need a really strong lighting environment for me to do some um, creative work and things like that. I also pull up your website right here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Um,
I love your photos. Your photos are fantastic.
Thank you. I actually string out the lines that because sometimes you get some distortion, but this kind of more perspective, like human eye perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the first build, I love the most is I use this kind of scrap pieces. I this is just scrap pieces that when I build a table, right? I build this structure at the last. Okay, it just fits, and also this is probably not the best way to mount a PC, but this holds up okay. So I
I thought it
also
was
add
smart.
some. Thank you. Also add some foam here so that it increase the surface so it doesn't damage the PC. The PC is quite heavy, so I added that.
Yeah, when
But
we saw this,
yeah,
MT, we were inspired by this because we thought, oh, this is fantastic. It takes the PC and the power strip and tucks it out of the way, so you have a more clean workspace. I think it's really good.
yeah, yeah. Because I have two monitor. I basically um cannot fit more stuff on it. I just want a more spacious room is what I need. So I have to put that somewhere I was thinking to just put the PC on one of the cart, like one of one, put it down here, right? And then
Hmm.
adjust the height, and then tuck it below my table, like tuck it below here. That
Hmm.
was the original plan, but the cart is too big actually. So my food also same problem, no ways to go. Um, but here also you can see this corner is quite sharp. So it's also not quite ideal. That's why I plan to I was planning to make some adjustment for that, and you will see later. So I just want to share you guys how I plan out things. I didn't order the mini set that you guys offer. I don't know why, but I just used I just used to have very good this kind of imagination, kind of see on top and see the project on the left side or right side, things like that. Maybe the whole thing uh, can only be readable by me, but I think that's good enough. Like I use it. The app is called Good Note. Is on iPad, things like that. So I use different color to just adjust different function. This is like the left hand side of the table. This is the front side of the table. Maybe this is the back side of the table, and this kind of purple, the pink and red color is actually for the cat. So it's the catchy mounted behind the table. I don't know if that make any sense.
No,
So
it does, and I think you're trying to make the most use of the space that you have, living in the apartment
yeah,
and making this fit a lot of different of your needs. It's really neat.
yeah. But a lot of times, like the actual thing doesn't go as the plan. So maybe I don't want to make so many cuts because I'm just kind of lazy maybe. So I just see what I have on my hand, right? And I just do it as it goes. And
Right.
also if some parts doesn't feel strong enough, I maybe just add one more like 45 angle and things like that. I doesn't use a lot of the techniques or hacks on my builds. I basically use I love the most is the T connector. It's so versatile. Originally, I think in my build, I use a lot of like 90 angles and maybe 180, things like that. But
Hmm.
at the end, I found out that a lot of build can be easily achieved by just T connectors. So I think it's kind of a design process. So this is the newer version. After the one that I said the corner is too sharp, right? It's too low on the ground, so it probably uh, my foot will hit it more often, right? So I mm, check it up, okay, and also added some 45 angle here to make it stronger because it's quite heavy, as I said. And also this kind of power supply is also kind of heavy. It's basically a e-bike battery, if you can see that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So now my I also added the top. I think the original I just hang the light on it, right? And now
Hmm.
I also added this kind of
The
shelving
wire
unit.
shelf. Yeah.
Yeah, wire shell unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love all
So
the Hoonigan stuff.
yeah, um, on top, I just pay for now. I pay some maybe paper roll on top, so it's really easy to reach. So for now, I'm sitting in the table, and this is a paper towel. It's really easy for me to clean up the mess.
Yep.
Like if I'm making some kind of like dirty work. Um, yeah. So this is the detail shot, and
Nice.
this is the top. Okay. The reason why I make the light angle like this is because it's too bright, and the light that I bought is not dimmable, so I have to make it reflect to the white board so it
Hmm.
doesn't hurt my eyes. So that's the plan. And yeah, the table is not quite long, I would say, quite tall because I just got a 5 feet, right? 5 feet conduit. So I
Hmm.
extend it a little bit, just a little bit,
Right.
and make it a little bit higher to my need.
I, as you were sending, because we were talking on Instagram and Jake also, and
Yeah.
y- you were sending a new update like every couple of days. You'd have a new version of the desk. It seemed like that. So you were iterating pretty quickly here as you learned what you like.
Yeah. And also for now, I didn't send you the picture, but I can tell you, this footrest I bought it from IKEA, right? It helps me to have more proper position to just sit here for a long time because I work from home. So this one goes everywhere. This black piece of plastic and also the frame that it comes with is nightmare. It goes everywhere. It's really slippery. So I actually discard the original frame and just use conduit to mount this plastic plate right here in the center. So
Finally,
um,
finally, a place for your
yeah,
feet. Finally.
yeah, a place for my feet. Um, I find this kind of design thinking process, like always getting feedbacks from your body, maybe from your partners, and maybe from um, the people that who you care, right? And then you make some adjustment or improvement by just using this kind of simple connectors and conduit to make some adjustment. It changed our lives basically. All my girlfriend loves it, my cats loves it. So um, yeah, and me actually when I'm making this kind of adjustment, I feel I accomplished something that doesn't offer by the market. Like it doesn't it that you cannot buy it from IKEA. The only thing you can buy from IKEA is this kind of things that goes everywhere, right? So for
Mhm.
me, the building feeling feels really good. The design feels really good, and also the durability. Like it's really strong. I use T connector for like this. I just edit. It doesn't show on the picture, but it this shows on here, right?
Yeah.
Can you see that? Yeah. To just
Where,
hang my stuff, that feels really good.
sure. Where you needed an extra hanger for your headphones, you can just put it
Yeah,
up
just
there.
yeah, and also if you think it's like too short, like I have a lot of headphone, right? I have like three, maybe two, three of them, like different one. So I can make it longer so that I can fit more. So
Well,
yeah,
I really appreciate that feedback, MT. I mean, it sounds like your experience was a good one, and I'm happy for that. I'm glad that you liked it and you build something that you're happy with and continue to keep building.
yeah. So this is for my girlfriends. Originally, I just think I wanted the table for myself, right? I just do it for myself. But when she saw the build that I make, she said she also want one, and and maybe it's I forced her to have one. I couldn't remember the exact reason, but anyway, I built her the new table. So the original table that we use is the cheapest material from IKEA. So the cheapest leg and cheapest tabletop. The table actually doing okay, but it's not really maneuverable in in our home. But we want it to be like rolling around and to we arrange our home um, um, like every few months. So that's how I come up with this. Just wanted to make it the whole frame with less cut as possible. So the whole frame, this is 5 feet, this is 5 feet. So it's just stock straight from the Home Depot. I didn't make any cut for these straight lines. And
Right.
also this kind of cut is like one, two, and maybe two under the table. And this one as well. They are all the same. So I measure once, I just cut it, and I use the first cut to just measure everything. Just cut it. Um,
Yep. Good tip.
just cut it the same length, so I don't need to measure again. So that's also really cool to know like how this simple design can turn out.
And
Um,
that really allows you to keep everything square and even as well. It
yeah,
keeps everything in line when you do that way. What
yes,
just
and also
curious,
is
what were
yeah.
you using
Go
to
ahead.
cut the conduit? Were you using one of the conduit
Your
cutters?
the contact cutter you guys sell on the website. It's the
Okay.
cheapest one. I think it works really great. The first or the second time I use it, I it take me a long time to cut a conduit because
Hmm.
I am kind of a skinny guy, right? I'm not exercise at all, so it's really difficult for me to turn it. But now I'm a kind of a professional conduit cutter. I can
Nice.
cut a conduit with uh, really fast just by hand, not even a grinder and things like that. My dad told me you just need a grinder to cut it, and I said, oh, this tool doesn't need to plug in. I can do it anywhere. It's really tiny. It's really small. So I love it. And you guys also said you guys try a lot of cutter, and this one's the best. That's why you guys only offer that kind of cutter, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Over the years, I've tried a lot, and that was one of the first ones that I had when I, started building with conduit. And then 4 years later, I'm still using the same one. So I'm like, oh boy, this is no definitely the best one to offer for people. Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, that's definitely. Um, and I also found that the more that I use the cutter, I think it's become more sharp. I don't know if that's
Mm,
just my skill improved, but I can see the edge of the cutter uh feels a lot more shiny than when I first got it, the
mhm.
disc. Yeah. So that might be also the reason why I can cut it much faster now. So this is our cat, Mandu. So he just loves the cat nature loves to climb up high, right?
Yeah.
So I just put it the blanket on top and no and he just climbed it up by himself. So I also built this cat some kind of cat tree, just use the conduit and also some kind of scrap pieces of conduit. Um, just build it like that. Yeah.
It looks happy.
So we expanded the catchy. This is the right hand side is the original one, right? We just use this to for him to climb up, and then the one in the middle, we built this like a couple of days ago. So we wanted to connect multiple cat trees in our home, so that he can actually have a program up top, like use more ceiling room and actually um, like this.
Oh
So we
wow.
build a bridge between two cat tree, right?
Yeah.
So he can actually like climb up here, maybe work up here, maybe get down from here, maybe go to the tabletop, the top shelving area like here. And he can also try to jump over to the other side. So this two layer is empty, right? He can actually jump over here. These are also Mandu's space, and also this one.
What a lucky cat. He's got a whole playground, a whole jungle gym.
Yeah, because we actually don't have much stuff. We just have a lot of content. We have a lot of connectors, and we build stuffs. And I am still thinking how to improve this kind of structure. To just use some scrap material, but make it uh, smaller, maybe lightweight, but stronger, more friendly to Mandu. Because for now, he doesn't love to use this one,
Mm,
the bottom shell. So I find that because when I have mm, when I have time, I love to tackle some problem in my life with 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 making, right, making something to solve your problem. I think that's how I got the pleasure out of this kind of project.
mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
well said. Well, and I can tell that you've put a lot of effort into all the steps and all the different builds. It's fantastic.
Yeah. So all these builds are made with just T connector.
Mm,
Uh, so I think some of them I have to reinforce it with 45 angle, but very few. But actually, I have a 180, I have 90-degree. Actually, free to use all of them. But I just find that T connector is strong. It's easy to fit together because the other connector is like you have to hold it with one hand, right? One conduit with the pieces, and the other you have to tighten two nuts, right? But this one just one nut and just two pieces of the connector. Oh, I
mhm.
think that's it. That's all the pictures that I have. I also recently ordered two e-bike, right? The electric bike. So I also wanted to use some conduit and connectors to make the bike stand. So if I have new updates, I'll definitely post to you guys.
Okay, well, that would be fantastic. What kind of e-bike did you purchase?
I just ordered two Super 73. So the one that pops up on the internet everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, especially building some accessory to that. And I also thinking about use some T connector on the bike.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, maybe a trailer, maybe, I don't know. So it depends on like how big is the frame uh, on the e-bike and depends on that.
Well, hopefully the frame is, 0.92 inches, just like conduit, and you'll
That's
you'll
what I'm hoping for.
All
Yeah,
right. Well, yeah, keep us updated on that. And thanks so much, MT, for showing us your builds and your orders, and then sharing it with your girlfriend and your cat and your family. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you so much. Um, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Talk to you soon. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.